Hello, and welcome to TSX Investment. This analysis is for Alimentation Couche-Tard on the Toronto Stock Exchange as of 25th of July 2026, with a share price of 88 Canadian dollars 82. The full report is on TSX.ca. A hold at 88 Canadian dollars and 82 cents on the short term, but a high-quality retailer that has pulled back into a buy zone, so the medium-term call upgrades to buy. Long-term stays, buy. A good business on a dip. Couche-Tard runs thousands of convenience stores and fuel sites across North America, Europe and Asia, and it has a long record of buying assets well and squeezing more out of them. Quality scores 82, with a return on equity around 20% and low leverage. Same-store sales in the US are running positive again. This is a defensive, cash-generative compounder, the sort of business that grinds higher through cycles. Here is why the medium-term call improved. The stock pulled back from its 95 Canadian dollars high to under 89, but it is still above its rising 50 and 200-day averages, and the higher timeframe trend is intact. That is the textbook shape of a buy the dip in an uptrend, not a rollover. So the medium-term signal moves from hold to buy. Valuation is fair, not a bargain, but reasonable for the quality. So we are not chasing, just recognizing a better entry than a month ago. The short-term signal stays a hold because, right and close, the daily tape has not yet turned back up with conviction. A short-term buy needs that confirmation, or a touch of firmer support. So on the near term, we would wait for a reclaim of the low 90s or a bit more base building. The medium and long-term case, though, is a buy, a quality compounder, on a dip, in a defensive corner of the market that the current macro actually favors. The risks are the consumer and fuel margins. If discretionary spending weakens or fuel margins compress, earnings growth slows and the stock can drift toward the bear case around 78 Canadian, roughly 12% below today. There is also acquisition risk. This is a serial acquirer and a bad deal would hurt. But these are ordinary business risks for a defensive compounder, not a broken thesis, which is why the medium and long calls are buys, and only the short-term entry counsels patience. Now weigh the risk against the reward. The bull case is roughly 29% above today, the base case, the most likely, about 15%, and the bear case a fall of about 12%, so you are risking about 12 to make 29. So, our call on Alimentation Couche-Tard on the Toronto Stock Exchange, hold. Remember, this is for education, not financial advice. Always do your own research. This analysis is by TSX Investment at TSX.ca. The link to the full report is in the notes below. Have a great day.